Hello, Starseeds. Jennifer Angela, Trans Teravan. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascending. As a reminder, these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If the reading does resonate, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out your Moon and Ascending signs. Those readings may have more messages for you as well. Okay, Capricorn, we're continuing with the Golden Sun of Horus, where we look for the lessons. I've always said we were spiritual beings living a human experience. And we are here to learn, heal past ancestral traumas, learn to grow, and to create and manipulate energies. But we are so bogged down with our everyday lives of work, home, family, that we tend to not realize the lessons we are learning and how they influence us in our past, present, and future. So we'll be looking into past, present, future lessons, looking into the energies we are currently bringing into these lessons, as well as the surrounding energies that we may not be aware of that are influencing us. Then we will look into why we are going through these lessons and actions that can be taken. And then the biggest hurdles we need to be aware of moving forward. And then the overall outcome and main lesson learned. Then we will die it down with advice from the universe and close it off with an oracle message. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what lessons Capricorn has been learning as of late. Alright, Capricorn. Okay. Looks like Capricorn's been taking it easy. Up, and overall energy, we have the Tower and the Five of Cups. So this speaks of something falling apart that we've spent a lot of time on, and it's needing to move forward with it. There's conflict, learning strengths and weaknesses. There's some pain within this, and things needing to be set right and aligned. And it could be resistance here trying to move forward with something, Capricorn, because you're still trying to mourn this, but it's needing to move away from it now, and you may be blocking this from moving forward. It's conflict, but it's you needing to look at your options, take your time, get your ducks in a row, get your mind right, get your emotions right. Okay. Well, let's see what's going on. Center of the reading, you have the Queen of Wands. That's your passion and emotions. That spark that drives you. And it's looking like you tried to move forward with something, and then something happened where now it's you needing to leave it. And it's being disappointed with how things turned out. Okay. Well, let's look into the overall energy with that Tower. The crumbling of a foundation. It's new knowledge, a shock to the crown, and it crumbles your foundation because now it does not align with this. So it's needing to let it fall and then rebuild. Okay. So let's see, why is the Tower here? What do we need to know from this Tower? You have the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Now the Five of Wands is also in your main lesson and outcome, which is competition, strife. It's people trying to flex up, like who's better. And then it's a plan moving forward, and it has to do with family, connections, co-workers, relationships. And it's a chance for us to learn strengths and weaknesses, collective. Okay. But then it's mourning a loss, so it might not have turned out how we wanted, Capricorn. Alright, so let's look into your overall lesson in the center of the reading, that Queen of Wands. Emotion, passion, creativity, going after what you want, being in the moment. Okay, why is the Queen of Wands here for Capricorn? What is Capricorn supposed to be learning from the Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands. You have the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay. So this is another energy coming in, and it's needing to be open and receptive. But in the future lesson, it's someone moving away or leaving something. But this is logic and stability coming in, Capricorn. Needing to be loyal to your emotions, but also be open and receptive to logic and new ways and new knowledge. Okay. Now in the recent past lessons, you have the Knight of Wands, which is rushing forward with something. It's fire energy, it's passion, it's creative. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Capricorn. What is Capricorn learning from the Knight of Wands? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. And then you also have the Chariot, a catapult forward. Finding your way through chaos. So it's looking like, in the recent past lessons, it's learning of new knowledge and new physical beginnings, but it's also being stable with yourself, Capricorn. And then it's moving forward into stability. But it's chaos, it's new, it's unfamiliar. So it could be mourning the loss of old ways and being open and receptive to new ways, Capricorn. So it could be leaving old mindsets and ways of doing things. It served you up until this far, but now things are changing and it's chaotic. It's conflict. And needing to align with the way things are coming in now, Capricorn. Because the energy you are bringing into this, you have the Three of Cups. Emotional connection, celebration. Could be three-party situations. But also in the surrounding energy, you have the Three of Swords. Conflict, pain, not being happy with the results. It wasn't what you thought. Why is the Three of Cups here? The subconscious for Capricorn. What energies is Capricorn bringing into this lessons? Three of Cups is clarified by the Death card, Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Okay. So it's the student. It's learning a new way, dealing with a change coming in. So it's looking at how you got here, the formula. Now it's a change in the formula and how you're going to learn to move forward with this. Okay. And that's why we have that Five of Cups. And then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So it's mourning a loss, that Three of Cups. The energy you are bringing into this. It's looking back and now there's change coming in and it's needing to adapt to this. Be in the moment, emotionally, physically. Not changing yourself to past ways. Being stubborn. Combative. Like chaining yourself to old ways and not willing to let it go to move forward. But in the surrounding energy, you got that Three of Swords. It's that pain, heartbreak, disappointment. And it's coming in with change. Death waits for no one, Capricorn. You can't run away from death, can't run away from change. It's adapting to the circumstances and the surroundings. Three of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Star card, and the Knight of Swords. So it's moving forward with the new knowledge. And it's a healing process. It's Aquarian energy. It's the know-it-all. My way or the highway, it's the way it's going to be. So now it's learning how to adapt to this, Capricorn. It's needing to look at your options, get things aligned. Because in the future lesson coming in, you have that Eight of Cups, which is leaving something that you've put all this work into. But now things have changed. Death comes in, this cycle's over. And it's needing to move forward, still mourn what you've done. It's learning from what you've done. And now taking it into the future because now things are changing. And it's needing to align and adapt to this. Okay. Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Two of Swords. So it's balance of emotions and logic. It's new mindsets, new emotional connections coming in. Okay. So now it's being open and receptive to learning new ways, Capricorn. And the reason we're going through these lessons is the Two of Wands. It's needing to look at the paths ahead. It's like a crossroads. It's a change coming in, and now you needing to decide which path you're going to take. And then in the actions, it's the Eight of Wands. So it's you making sure everything is aligned before you make movement. But it's looking like your biggest obstacle is being open and receptive. You could be blocking this. It's being stubborn, like pushing your agenda. Clarify the Two of Wands. Why is Capricorn going through these lessons? Temperance, the Hanged Man, and the Devil. Okay. So it's stubborn ways, Capricorn. It's being forced to see things in a different way. It's you chaining yourselves to past ways of doing things, mindsets. It's being stubborn, Capricorn. And it's needing to ground yourself and be balanced. And see it in a different light than you're used to. Okay. So now in the actions to be taken, you have that Eight of Wands. A force pushing forward. But then it's also being aware of blocking this from hitting the target it needs to make sure everything is aligned. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Capricorn. What actions need to be taken? The Eight of Wands. Okay, Eight of Wands. You got the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the World. So this is non-communication, sleepless nights. And this has to do with physical and financial. So it's closing off cycles, Capricorn. But it's needing communication, needing to be open and receptive to a new cycle coming in. So it's change. Okay. But then it's looking like someone in this connection is going in like kicking and screaming, not wanting to change. Alright, let's see what's going on with this Seven of Wands. It's like blocking, needing to protect something. It's Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Moon. Okay, wounded warrior, new knowledge, secrets, recognition. Okay. So this could be like tapping into ego, Capricorn. It's like secretly, it's like there's this wounded warrior state, and it could be wanting recognition. But it's new change coming in. So it's like there's change all over the board. So there's competition, strife, non-communication. It could be resistance, energies butting heads. And it's everybody wanting to be heard. Because you're in your overall outcome and lesson, you have that strife, competition, battling, sparring. Alright. So it's being open and receptive to learning each other's strengths and weaknesses, Capricorn. Because there's new opportunity. But it's looking like it came in so fast, it kind of caught you off guard. It's change that we weren't ready for. Which, are we ever really ready? So now it's needing to be open and receptive in the moment to a new way of doing things, new knowledge. So it's going back to the student. Closing off old cycles and ways of doing things. And accepting new ways coming in. Okay. Five of Wands. You got the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Four of Pentacles. So it's putting it to rest, Capricorn. Stop holding on to things that are crumbling. They're falling. They're not going to be there. So now it's mourning that. And having faith that things are still going forward in your favor. Overall outcome, you got that Knight of Wands again. New opportunities. A catapult forward. A balance. Okay. So let's die this down with advice from the universe. But it's learning strengths and weaknesses. Change is coming in, Capricorn. And it's learning new ways. The old ways are done. New opportunities, new ways, new mindsets, new emotional connections. So with these new connections comes new ideas, new ways of doing things. So it's seeing their perspective and not being chained to the old ways. It's grounding yourself in the current, being happy in the moment, being open and receptive to communication and new ways. Okay, advice moving forward. Queen of Pentacles again. The Chariot again. Judgment. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Confusion, illusion. Many options and paths ahead. It's new opinions, new ideas. And then again, the catapult forward. It's a judgment call. Call to take action. New ways. It's being in the moment, receptive, open. Okay. So let's close this off with a message from Kali. It's been a cycle for closing things out, severing things that no longer serve us. Change coming in and us needing to adapt, Capricorn. So it's putting old mindsets and connections to rest, new opportunities coming in, being open and receptive to new ways, new ideas, and not battling change. It's going with the flow, not trying to chain yourself to the past, because change is coming in, and now it's needing to see it from a different perspective and listen to new ideas and ways of doing things, Capricorn. Okay. Advice moving forward from Kali Ma for Capricorn and these lessons. The changing tides, closing of cycles, new ideas, connections, and ways of being. The Dharma of Kali. 37:10, closing of cycles. Okay, Capricorn. To honor the Dharma means to live according to genuine spiritual principles. What those principles are depends on your inner values. To live accordingly to your values means living with integrity of being, conducting yourself according to an inner spiritual code. If you are not quite ready to take such responsibility, or do not yet have the confidence to trust in your own values, work with an external moral code and attempt to align with that. Morality is like training wheels for the soul. Imposing concepts of right and wrong, it is a top-down approach, mind first, then attempting to mold behavior accordingly. Spiritual integrity is a different approach. It does not ask what others think about a matter or how we will be judged for acting in a certain way. Rather, it inquires as to what resonates as the most spiritually aligned course of action. It considers how we can speak and act in such a way that those inner values are respected. Adherence to external moral codes is useful in the earlier stages of development, but when a soul is ready to grow, being overly guided by morality can undermine spiritual progress. Morality could lead the soul into a state of psychological infancy, responding to externally imposed measures of conduct and aiming to avoid repercussions when a transgression is discovered by another. Or it may suffer with guilt and shame when a moral code has been violated, intentionally or not. In such a mindset, we hand power over to the collective that establishes the code, whether it be a religious, socioeconomic, family, or political group, or the collective more generally. In following that code, we can adopt something of a childlike attitude to punishment and reward, hence the shock when bad things happen to good people. Those with the courage to grow into following an inner code take greater responsibility for their lives and actions. From greater responsibility arises greater freedom. In moving away from the crowd, such souls can forge their own path. This does not mean we act in ways despicable to others. Certainly, there are people who deny the power of moral code, but also lack an inner connection to spiritual presence, and so move with an absence of integrity altogether. Such people create much pain from themselves and others, as they assume a level of personal power without the spiritual maturity to ensure that the power is expressed benevolently. Our evolutionary process for strengthening our connection to Dharma, or the spiritual law, transforms our relationship with ourselves, each other, and the world. As we grow spiritually and mature at a psychological level, we naturally begin to cultivate our inner values, eschewing those we have been taught that no longer resonate. We learn that often painful lessons of what happens when we abandon our values to pursue that which society says is more important: control, profit, or personal gain at any cost. Social status through positions of power, for example. We increasingly align ourselves with our values and adhere to them more courageously, involving them according to the inner resonance rather than the outer effect. We realize that self-respect is more important than trying to control and manipulate outer events or other people. We are moved from an inner place rather than motivated by external rewards. As a consciousness, it is spiritually safe for us to receive an abundance of material blessings because we know we will not sell our soul to obtain them. The Dharma of Kali brings the message that your most abundant success will manifest when you are aligned with your integrity. You do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowledge and values. Seeking the ways of the world to bring you, seeking the ways of the world to bring you what you need is only going to limit your spiritual progress and undermine the most abundant manifestations of your purpose. If you intuitively know that you need to engage with a more traditionally worldly means of progress, then you could do so with your spiritual integrity intact and guiding you so you stay true to yourself and the process. As you are guided from within, you shall make the best progress. So it is still going with your moral values, Capricorn, and what aligns with you. But it's now accepting a new way of doing things, Capricorn. It's being in the moment. It's chaos. Things are changing. So it's aligning with the new path, out with the old ways, in with the new. New ideas, new mindsets, new paths ahead. So this is what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope it resonates with you. If it did, like, share, and subscribe. Also, be sure to stay bright and stay positive, Capricorn. It's change coming in, and change is never easy. It's something we get used to. It's a learning process. So now it's learning the new ways for the new path ahead. So this is what I have, Capricorn. Stay bright, stay positive. Love and light, starseeds. Have a good one. Bye.